Hello and welcome to Luxurious Prestigious. Here on our channel, we are offering an amazing opportunity for everyone to enter and win huge cash prize giveaways.
I want to win the thing, Mom!
The more videos you watch in full, like them and comment on them, the more entries you will have in the draw. So don't wait any longer and join us now for your chance of winning $100,000 and more. For more details on how to join, go to the description section below.
You heard what the hell I said?
Hey there, luxurious people! Don't miss your chance at winning $100,000. Subscribe now to win big. Brad Pitt, the full story of the Hollywood Hottie.
I might need some water.
Although he is regarded as one of Hollywood's hotties, do you know the actor's full backstory? Come along with us as we explore Brad Pitt's life. Share, comment, like, and subscribe to Luxurious Prestigious. And don't forget to have your notification bell on for more updates.
Damn, girl.
Hello, moviegoers. Today, we have a hero film. Taking a close look into the personal lives of your favorite movie stars. We're here to study everything that lead them to their success, including information about their behind-the-scenes life and everything.
Scrumptious, tasty, addictive.
Whether they have been walking red carpets for a long time or are fresh celebrities on the rise. If you want to stay up to speed with all the most recent news, follow our upcoming initiatives. The newest trailers, panel discussions, and more are posted on our channel. Both editorials and reviews and mashups.
Boom shakalaka, hell yeah.
Today we'll talk about an actor whose physical appearance has long been a point of discussion in the media, with some businesses even exploiting his personal life for their own commercial purposes. However, there is more to this person than meets the eye when it comes to their professional and personal objectives.
He's so hot. He's so hot. He's a male model actor.
The actor we're talking about today has such a diverse body of work that he has found himself in all kinds of misadventures, including being sued Playgirl for his nude images and having his entry into China prohibited. He has done it all. We're referring to Brad Pitt, who is a well-known celebrity in Hollywood.
Definitely.
Brad Pitt's early life was exactly this, and he is one of the most well-known examples of the struggle from rags to riches in real life. In fact, he is originally from the small town of Shawnee, Oklahoma, where his father owned a trucking company and his mother worked at a neighborhood school.
It makes me wonder what happened here.
Later, the traditional family relocated to Missouri. Pitt debuted as an actor by participating in the student musicals. He was a highly tenacious youngster who would never give up on his dreams and even formed his own basketball team after being rejected from the school team.
I'm always looking for the right opportunities.
With his father assuming the coach's place, his crew was labeled as Cherokee Rejects. Despite his larger aspirations, which were to become an actor and have a career in the movie business, but his life was remained confined to the old village where he lived. Ultimately, chose to pursue journalism at a university, but his passion for cinema was just too compelling that he quickly slipped out of college.
It's a very, very, very tough decision.
He fled for California, the land of opportunity. He claimed that movies serve as a window into another cultures and that he would do anything to break into the film business. But his new life in Los Angeles was challenging. He was required to perform a variety of odd jobs while sleeping on other people's couches. He was a pool boy, a stripper chauffeur, and even used to dress up as a giant while working for a company that made refrigerators to advertise chicken for the El Palo Loco food chain.
I am trying everything.
He even enrolled in Roy London's acting classes to improve his chances of becoming a Hollywood star. but the action roles were frequently interspersed with small parts in daytime soap operas, infrequent appearances in shows like Dallas and Growing Pains. And as with many other actors in their first jobs, he ended up appearing in commercials, including a well-known one for Pringles crisps.
It's gonna make me hungry for sure.
But in 1991, he received a little part in Thelma and Louise and his well-known film, Beginning. In fact, to move things forward, not long after 1994 became the year for PITT, who was fortunately cast in the movie Interview with a Vampire. He made his long-awaited major breakthrough into the movie business, among all of Hollywood's biggest names, including Tom Cruise, Antonio Banderas, Kirsten Dunst, Christian Slater, and others. He dated several co-stars during this time, including Juliette Lewis, Robin Givens, and Gia Shalin. All of these people attracted the attention of tabloids, which began making money off of pictures of PITT's alluring appearance, and swiftly piqued the interest of viewers all over the world. In award-winning thrillers like Seven, which is now regarded as one of the best movies of all time, he appeared alongside Morgan Freeman and Kevin Spacey by the end of the 1990s, proving that physical appearance wasn't everything.
What are you implying?
He truly liked playing the flawed detective, since it gave him a chance to establish himself in front of a bigger audience. He was actually so determined to demonstrate his abilities that when he broke his arm on production by mistake, he plowed through it with his crossed arm being written into the script. He was more than just a nice face. This commitment to action paid off, as the same year he featured alongside Bruce Willis in 12 Monkeys.
It's finna be crazy.
His unusual snarl earned him a Golden Globe, and he was even nominated for an Oscar. The honors were merited because of his method acting had led him to really be segregated in a psychiatric facility in order to more accurately portray his character, who is also being treated for mental health difficulties. He began a well-known connection with Gwyneth Paltrow during this time. But as soon as they split, Hollywood agents sprang up and down on their desks to set up an act on a blind date with pal star Jennifer Aniston.
That's dedication.
PITT was so invested in his love that they eventually wed in a very private ceremony in Malibu. She was his business partner when they formed the production company Plan B Entertainment. To honor Aniston's heritage, he even started learning Greek and created their wedding band himself. Yet, his intense personal life never interfered with the relationship. As he was crushing one role after another, he was soon training rock climbing and trekking for his demanded role in 7 years in Tibet. Despite the movie receiving mixed reviews, the Chinese government did not take lightly the topics depicted as they came. The military was shown as too brutal, arrogant, and rude. For this reason, Brad Pitt and other crew members were banned from ever entering China. Only after the ban had been lifted were they permitted to travel there for a very long time. Pitt displayed large smiles when in the spotlight and had a successful career. His personal life and mental health were becoming more and more clear to him, as they were really dismal. He later said that he had grown tired with it. During the 1990s, he spent the majority of his time on his couch, abusing drugs and eating poorly because he had been attempting to avoid the media world. He made the decision to change his life and return to acting after realizing that he could and had to do better.
And we're making real progress.
The 1999 came around, the turn of the millennium, and it was a big year for film with The Matrix on the one side, American Beauty on the other, The Sixth Sense, the new Star Wars movie, Notting Hill, Story 2, Girl Interrupted, Johnny Depp did Sleepy Hollow, Tom Hanks was in The Green Mile, Crow Brooks' last film ever, and Tarzan. For that year, competition was advancing from all directions. The iconic cult movie, Fight Club, featured one of Brad Pitt's most well-known performances today. The novel of the same name by PALAHNIUK was adapted into the film Fight Club, which explores themes including depression, sexuality, death, moral choices, and love. Since its release, Fight Club has been referenced in dozens of other movies and has been quoted thousands of times, serving as a metaphor for humanity's depression and the consumer protein attempting to deal with our reality.
Imagine?
Brad Pitt was now so engrossed in the method action that to better suit his chaotic and rebellious nature, he even had portions of his flawless front teeth removed. He was soon cast in Ocean's 11, among some of the biggest stars of all time, including Andy Garcia, Julia Roberts, Matt Damon, and George Clooney. Over the ensuing years, he continued to climb the success ladder. Ocean's 11 when he was shooting the follow-up. Another movie, Troy, continued to push itself to succeed even more on the big screen. But in his personal life, his relationship with Jennifer Aniston started to deteriorate and eventually reached a point where the two were divorcing. However, the divorce papers' ink had hardly dried when he was spotted and romantic pictures were taken. Angelina Jolie, a fellow actress, was as great as lifelong love interest. He had fallen in love with her while working on the set of the action film Mr. and Mrs. Smith, where they portrayed a married couple who secretly live as spies but so quickly started dating, sending the paparazzi into a frenzy. The couple, who were widely in love, rapidly earned the moniker Brangelina by refusing to wed until same-sex marriages were made legal. When Angelina became pregnant with her daughter Shiloh, the pair decided to travel to Namibia in order to get some solitude and give birth in peace, as the craziness and the general frenzy had in the paparazzi by that point reached inconceivable proportions.
And then it was like, crickets.
As the Brangelina fever had justified reached frantic heights, their solitude was urgently required, and some media outlets referred to the arrival as the greatest anticipated infant since Jesus Christ. At this point, PITT was also dealing with major stalker concerns, including one who broke into his home or stole his belongings and slept in his bed for several hours before unintentionally setting off an alarm. Although Shiloh was the couple's first child, Angelina Jolie had adopted children in the past from countries like Cambodia, Vietnam, and Ethiopia. And as the romance grew, he also took on the role of adoptive father.
Cute couple alert! So cute, so cute!
The fact that these kids are part of a large, multi-ethnic family and are assisting those in need has actually played a significant role in PITT's and Jolie's life. Worries primarily focus on children and isolated communities in undeveloped countries define Jolie's existence. The couple contributed $1 million to rural areas in Chad and Sudan, a topic related to their own personal life, with adopted children coming from underprivileged places. And they backed a campaign that attempts to fight poverty and aids in visiting numerous refugee camps in conflict areas with Angelina, and even learning to fly an airplane to deliver supplies throughout the developing countries. The couple's commitment to their resolutions increased after giving millions upon millions to numerous charities all around the world.
And I thought that was so cool.
PITT's charity aided those in need, and all of the couple's efforts culminated in the development of the Jolie PITT Foundation, which was established to support humanitarian crises throughout the world. Pitt's Hollywood career didn't even experience a hiccup while he persisted by starring in Ocean's 13, the third installment of the acclaimed Ocean Saga. The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, as a character who is born old and gradually gets younger, and then by collaborating with Quentin Tarantino on Inglourious Basterds, a film about Nazi hunters.
That's a lot, right?
He received 2 nominations during this time. He was hailed by the media as the sexiest man alive, and as a result, commercials featuring him, like the one for Toyota vehicles, were outlawed in various nations like Malaysia to prevent local men from feeling inferior to him and from having confidence problems. Pitt, meanwhile, has always had an unstable connection with photographers, preferring to avoid them at all means.
I hate it forever.
He even sued Playgirl magazine for attempting to publish a private photo taken of him while he was naked. Additionally, Pitt and Jolie have always avoided turning their kids into cash cows, and any money they did earn from picture shoots, like the millions they received for the images of their newborn twins in 2008, they donated to organizations.
Privacy is very important to us.
The couple has always sought to keep their kids from falling prey to the paparazzi mentality by concealing their identities on their home devices, so the kids can never Google anything about their parents and form an opinion based on what they find. Despite all of these personal efforts, rumors have emerged, but Pitt proceeded on his career path, appearing in success after hit on the big screen, including World War Z, the all-time highest-grossing zombie movie. Later came the innermost success and critical acclaim of 12 Years a Slave. After winning almost 100 film awards, he began working on an espionage film, Allied, with a war theme that worked well with his next movie, War Machine.
So just like busy, busy, busy.
No one was expecting it. But about this time, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie abruptly announced their breakup, which unsurprisingly caused the media community to become very excited. Because of how extensively the separation was reported, some airline firms even started original marketing, touting inexpensive fares to LA, based on the claim that Brad was single.
It's crazy, dude.
Despite the media moguls' negative attitudes, the pair ended their relationship amicably. Brad Pitt's career hasn't slowed down at all as of 2019, as he is currently acting in the most eagerly awaited movie of the year, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's a masterpiece by Quentin Tarantino that takes place in 1960s Hollywood against the backdrop of the Manson murders and the hippie movement. The role in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood isn't even his only future project. He also stars in the science fiction movie Ad Astra, searching for his lost father in space.
I don't stop.
But other than that, we don't know knowledge about his upcoming projects. But based on his prior work, we can only hope for the best. If you have a favorite Brad Pitt movie, let us know in the comments section below. Luxurious people, there you have it! One of the most well-known examples of the fight from rags to riches in real life is the story of Hollywood's sexiest and hottest man, Brad Pitt. We hope his story was entertaining for you and that it inspired you. If you want to learn more motivational stories like this one, don't forget to subscribe to Luxurious Prestigious for a chance to win enormous cash prizes. I appreciate you watching and I'll see you in the next one.